Everybody, welcome back to Fallout 3. Also, I have a very funny story. So, you weren't supposed to miss out a video this long. You were supposed to get one last Wednesday. But the video, for some reason just disappeared. It's just gone. It left. And Thursday I was out all day. Friday, you know, I moved houses. I was going to try and record something over the weekend, but we ended up not. And Monday, I didn't get picked up till very late. I did have my recording equipment with me, but unfortunately, in Operation Darkness on my Xbox 360 because that's what has all the DLC on it, which means we would have our character. The only time I could really record was today. I'm on YouTube, and it's still, you know, from what I can tell, it plays fine. But that one, I'm gonna dip out now, so chat. But whatever. So we're gonna do some scientific pursuits. So yeah. Anyway, when I was talking about a lot of stuff. I was mentioning some animes I enjoyed. And by I enjoyed, I mean one I really didn't enjoy and the other one that sucked. And then one that I kind of liked. So, like... But, you know, we'll talk about that when we're on the good long walk. Because we're about to have to go on quite the journey. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to continue Operation Darkness, like, hardcore. I really don't, because I don't want to grind it up, and I know later missions are just gonna start sucking. It's just gonna be me dying a lot. It's just gonna take forever, man. I just don't want to do it. Like, I want to beat that game, but I just don't.
Look, this is a restricted area. I'm tired of telling you people. It's you.
You know, I like how she says it's a restricted area, but I've walked in here, like, blatantly 7
You're
times.
James's daughter, aren't you? What are you doing here?
Nothing, just doing the Lord's work. The video was on YouTube. I was watching on YouTube when I started playing. That could have been bad, or I could have had a lot of explaining to do.
Well, yes, of course I do. Don't you know who I am? I suppose, Jane. I'm Dr. Madison Lee. I worked with your father many years ago. You'll have to forgive me. This has all been very stressful. What with your father suddenly showing up here after being gone for so long. You have to understand that we put all of that behind us. Project Purity, our work, all of it. We've moved.
Yeah, I don't care.
You mean you haven't? For that matter, aren't you supposed to be in a vault? James said he left you there.
Funny story about that.
Did you? I was under the impression that's exactly the opposite. Well, you won't find him here. He's coming. Your father insisted that we return to work on Project Purity. I tried telling him too much time has passed. There's no way. Predictably, he refused to listen to me. He says he can prove it will work, and I'm sorry, I don't. It's in the old Jefferson.
To Jefferson! Come, brothers. Today we fight for freedom. But, so yeah, the enemies I was talking about were, Aramong Sensei and Girls Please Stop, I'm Your Father. Because both of those do something in them. But one's actually good, and the other one is, in the words of Gigok himself, the epitome of trash. No, I'm sorry, transcended trash. Aramong Sensei's the bad one. That's blatantly the bad. If you didn't know that, I don't think we can talk anymore. But, so, like, Aramong Sensei annoys me on several levels, man, because, like, legit, it could have been good if you had done different things and didn't have every 12-year-old in the universe want to get with the main guy. He was like 18. You just didn't do that. That would be a pretty good first step. His stepsister wants to. They want to date. I don't care, man. Just why she gotta be 12? Just why? It'd still be trash, but they just make more sense. No, I'm like, you could have been good if you'd gone a completely different direction with everything. Like, legit, if it had been like, oh hey, so like the main guy's a writer, right? Like, he writes mangas and whatever, and his sister draws, but he doesn't know that. Yada yada yada. This, that, and the other. And there's also two other writer girls who, like, one views him as a rival, the other one wanted to, like, push him to finish one series she liked, which I can fully understand. Fully understand, man. Like me and my buddy are doing an RP, and he just won't fucking do it, because he's like, oh, it's constantly trash, man. I'm like, but it's not, and now I'm like, I legit think I have to strong-arm him into doing it, which would defeat the entire purpose. Oh wait, man, why are you doing this? Like, legit, it's such a, like, I could literally sit here for hours and just tell you about it, but I don't want to, because he said he was going to turn into a thing one day. We're not going to, so some part of me wouldn't feel bad. Probably bitching out and be like, well, you the one who didn't want to fucking do it, so don't come crying to me, man. It's even more annoying because it's been like, oh, had we only been doing it for like a couple weeks or a few months. And he's like, yeah, you know what, I'm not feeling it. It's like, alright, you know, whatever. You're just not feeling it. We've been doing it for 4 years. Like, yeah, the point of you not feeling it has long passed. You're either enjoying it, or you've been fucking up for 4 years. You've had you some blind ass luck for 4 years. You done it right. But nah, man. Apparently the characters are trash, right? I've only fucking cared about them more than like characters in many other things. Like Trials of Cold Steel. I like that. I like Trials of Cold Steel. I like the first one, and not really because of the characters, because I only like 4 of them. And the others either don't give a shit about or can fuck off. I don't really much care for the story, because the first one really didn't have one. It was just kind of new school life. Also, there's a dude who wants to do terrorist stuff, kick his ass every now and then. Dog meat, you're adorable. But I like it more. I'd still like it more than the first one, because at least this, I'm like, 9 times out of 10, I'm usually enjoying what's happening. Actually, I say like 9 times out of 10, but there's very few points where I'm not invested in the story. In fact, I don't think there's really ever been a time where I'm not invested in the story he's doing. But nah, man, it's trash, man. I mean, I'm only invested most of the time, but nah, it's trash. The characters, man, they're bad, because, you know, I like them. I legitimately, I don't understand his thinking, and it's been pissing me off for like the last few weeks, because it's like every time he's like, oh man, it's so terrible to do. I'm like legit, it was just terrible for me to do. I'm like, alright, that's one thing. Then going, oh no, it's because they're all bad. I'm like, nah, man, my book currently is bad. That's trash. My book, that's bad. This RP, that's actually good. So that's great. Like, it's just so annoying, because I'm like, at this point I'm like, I have a feeling he's just not going to finish it, which annoys the piss out of me, because we're still 4 years, we're still kind of early on, and for 3 weeks I've been waiting to do it, and then finally he's like, oh no man, because you didn't do one thing that I haven't been, you know, bringing up, because he's like, oh yeah, I don't have to say it anymore. I'm like, oh really? So I didn't know about it, but you don't have to, okay. Alright, dog. You only haven't done it for like 3 weeks. But nah, man, you didn't have to mention it. Nah, don't even trip about it, right? And like my buddies are like, like, I've talked to them like a lot about it, about the thing. I've been like, yeah, I really like it. It's awesome. Now they're like, oh man, I really want to do an RP thing too. And now I'm like, oh man, I may have fucked up, because that boy ain't gonna fucking finish it. Damn. Oh no, I'm not gonna fuck up like I did with his, where like I don't. Like, well, I'm just blatantly sitting there, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you fucked it up by making interesting characters, pretty fun plots. Like, the main character in it was Eve, one of the characters I've made. Like, that's what we were doing. It was another universe of them, and they got sent to this one universe, and they're doing shit there. They're fucking people up, dog. In the name of the Lord, they're fucking people up. At first she was like just, oh man, I'm a mean person. And now as I've done this RV, I'm like, oh wow, I've actually made her into an interesting character. But no man, the characters are bad. Don't you know? Like legit, this whole time, like it's great, because like the one thing I think about is us and Gambit and us going, man, this thing is the Queensbreaker's bad. But nah man, they fixed it because they got rid of the sleeper, don't you know? And honestly, I'm just thinking that right now, just every time, like, alrighty, Mike. I don't even know why you flipped out that hard. Sure did though. But like, I'm just thinking about that, like, fuck. Oh my glasses case dropped. Where did it go? I'll flip for it in a minute. Like, God, stop! Why am I getting stuck on everything? Some pillars. Alright, just that. Like, I just think of that, like, oh man, don't you know they fixed it? They got rid of Sleeper. Did you know what he's done? Oh man, even though we've only done this for 4 years, but no, it's a bad story, don't you know? And I constantly go like, man, these are good characters. No, they're bad characters, don't you know? And then I think of Manga Sensei. And I talk about bad characters. Like, hold on, I think I got some games that have some bad, like, games I legit enjoy. Because my buddy is like, my buddy constantly complains to me like, oh man, you shouldn't buy used games at GameStop. You should be spending bread, because that supports these companies more. And I think to myself, yeah, I sure could do that. But fucking $40 for a game, I'm not sure I'm gonna like. What are you, gay? He's like, oh man, you should research it. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to. Because they can put all kinds of shit in their trailers. They can say all kinds of shit in that. And what am I gonna do? Otherwise, I'm gonna do look up a playthrough? Well, at that point, that kind of defeats the purpose of buying the game. Which I honestly legit don't think that it goes to the companies. Maybe at one point or another it did, but I don't think that's a thing. Someone confirm that. Because every time he brings it up, I'm like, I'm highly suspicious. And even still, why would I buy a new game when they give me so many deals for these used? Like, legit, why would I buy, you know, it's like, oh yeah, buy it new. I'm like, yeah, I could do that, or I could wait until a pre-owned sale to where I can get buy two, get one free, and I get 3 games. Whereas all that money, if I do it your method, gets to 1. And even if I don't like one or two of those, I still got 3 games, you know? Like, the odds of me disliking 3 games is probably not gonna happen, and considering most of the time, like, there's been a few games I didn't much care for. But enough, most of them have kind of been recommended to me. Which is legit why I'm cautious as hell around recommended games. I'm like, if it's recommended, I'm picking that up on the cheap, though. Which is what I did with Trials of Cold Steel, man. Guy recommended me. I think I bought the second one. He bought me the first one. I enjoy the first one. Really don't like the second. All you think it was like, oh man, you should buy new games, because you know, in research I'm like, man, and I just think to myself, had I researched the second game, I definitely fucking would have gotten it. Probably wouldn't have gotten the first one, but like I said, I quite enjoy the first one. But like, they were never gonna be good to me because he hyped them up so damn much that when I got to him, like, I expected fucking perfect. He was like, "Oh man, the combat fixed turn-based for me." I play it, man. This just happened to mention Neptune too. And I'd say they arguably did it better. Because I can actually move my character now. You don't need to listen to him all the way. He's just like, "Hey dog, I'm a Deadpool 12 player." I'm like, "Alright then." But, so... like, I know I've done several rants now, and I will come back to all of them. Don't you worry. I do remember what we were talking about. But it's just annoying because he's like, because then we kind of got into an argument. He brought up a thing of like, "Oh man, apparently you buy a lot of bad games because you don't research, and like that's why you don't spend money." I'm like, I just think to myself, nigga, I don't spend money because I ain't got money. I get like $10 for working, man. I can't afford to be spending like $30 on games. What are you, gay? Like, the most I can get, like, working is, like, 20, because I haven't gotten a job yet. Most of that money I get is, like, $20, man. I know, like, you get a check of, like, fucking hundreds of bucks, so you can afford to be spending a little bit of bread. I literally can't. So I can't take a chance of, like, oh, maybe I'll look this game up, and I'll get it for, like, $40. Even if I look it up, if it looks cool, I'm still gonna get it on the cheap, because I probably can't afford it now. Like what? Oh yeah, just work more, get more money. To buy one game? When I could buy like 5 average games? So yeah, one game I'm like, oh yeah, that looks really good. Or I could wait for it to go on sale. Or get it used. Which would probably be smarter. You know, it's just, even if it doesn't go to the company, most of these companies I don't like. I don't care if they get supported or not, man. I'm literally only here for this one game because it sounded kind of interesting. Like, I know that sounds kind of messed up, but you know, that's the truth. I don't care about most of these. Like, I used to care about Bethesda, but then I realized I don't care about Bethesda. I care about id Software and these other guys. I only care about Bethesda now for Doom. And you know what? You can say whatever you want, but I pre-ordered that Fallout 4. They already got more support than they deserve for that game. They owe me Doom Eternal already for me having to buy that game. And I wouldn't say I hate that game. I hate what that game did more than I hate the game. Like I have fun playing the game. I just don't like it as a Fallout game, man. It pisses me off as a Fallout game. But this is a normal game to like just sit down and play. I'll play it. I'll sit down and play it. I'll sit down and play and say, yeah, this was fun. I enjoyed myself because I like the element of like going in and buying those worthless materials and like bringing them back and scavenging them so I can make weapons or build up my base or pimp out my armor. Or, you know, like that's fun. That's kind of an interesting idea. But in a Fallout game, it just doesn't mesh with everything else. Like it just somehow like building the base and like building up my weapons and doing all this was fun on it in and of itself, but it just didn't seem to meld well with everything else. Because like, oh yeah, you do that so you can pimp out your weapon and get like make your armor all good. It's like, yeah, alright, good. That's kind of defeating the purpose of doing these quests to get loot and XP, because most of my XP is going to being able to build better guns, and when I build the better guns, I don't want your loot. Like, like basically it feels like they're at odds with each other. It's like, one wants you to go get loot, the other's like, no, just take the loot you've got and pimp it the hell out. And it's like, you gotta kind of choose which one you want me to be doing here, game. I can't go back and forth, but like, legit, like, there are very few games I don't like. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is one. The newer one, but that's because my mom got that for me, because my brothers were like, hey dog, we gonna play this, and we played it like a grand total of twice. I was like, oh wow, wow, wow. I'm glad Mom spent like $50 on that garbage ass game, so that I could literally never play it. Like, I beat the campaign, beat all the challenges, played multiplayer with them twice, and they just never played it with me again. I was like, oh, probably because I don't got PSN, but you know, I'm not gonna buy a PSN for a chance of maybe playing it. Like, I'll buy Xbox Live, which I don't really need to anymore because of the whole thing. Because if I'm making Xbox home, dog, I don't need to get gold anymore. That's $60 I don't gotta spend saving that bread. But I'll take what do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Yeah, I want them to come and jump people with me. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. But like, you know, like that. I haven't played Tales of Azalea, but that's because my mom got me the second one, and I don't want to play the second one without playing the first, so... I liked Aggius of Earth. I enjoyed myself on that. Yeah, like, legit, there ain't many games I've bought that I didn't like. Like, yeah, I'd say Fear 3, but I got that as a gift, so I didn't pay for that. And that came new, so I didn't pay for that. I enjoyed it for what it was. I just didn't like. I guess Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I didn't much care for that. Like, it's funny. I like it when it's letting me just free roam and run around and like climb up a building. I enjoy it then. Like then I have my fun. I dislike the free roam area, which probably a lot of people actually like that part because it's just telling me where to go. I'm like, I want you to turn that off, and I just figure out how to get there. You know? Like let me run around. I'll figure it out. Your map's not that complicated, alright? I don't need this thing telling me, oh yeah, do the dumb jumps. This death guy's kicking my ass. He just needs to fucking stop. I think the second one rolled up now. That shit. Here gets ass. Here gets ass. Jesus, those things are tough. I hate them, dog. It's funny, I play Fallout Shelter, and like those things show up and they just get devastated. I'm like, yeah, sure. Sure, that's how that works, game. Yeah. Death calls definitely get worked out that easy. Well, like it's so annoying. There's not a lot of games I've bought that I didn't enjoy. And there's few games I have that I don't enjoy that I bought. Because I buy it because I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. And if I think it looks interesting, and I don't like it, well, I got it used. So no harm done. Like his logic has failed, and so his entire argument there has kind of failed because he was like, "Oh man, clearly you bought a lot of games you don't like because that's why you don't buy them used or anything." I'm like, "Nah, I just don't have the money." Like legit, it comes down to I don't have money. I can't afford to be buying things when I don't got money. But anyway, other than that, so back to my other buddy. Like, you don't do his damn RP, and he needs to do it more, and he needs to stop bitching. Like at this point, I'm just like, he either needs to do it or just stop. Just get rid of it. Just burn. Because if you're just not gonna play it, there's no point keeping it. Just don't do it. Get rid of all of it. Leave my thing. Ain't no point. Might as well, right? Oh, yeah. It's just so annoying because it's good, but he's like, nah, it's bad, and I'm like, it's not, but whatever. Sure, I guess it's bad. He said so. It's blatantly not, but whatever. And then he's like, oh man, if they're good characters and then like bring up traits, I'm like, legit, I'm not good at they're good characters. I'm just not good at explaining it. JoJo, I like the characters in that. I think they're pretty good characters. I can't explain a damn thing about them. I can't explain their personalities. I'm just not good at that. I don't know what counts as a personality trait and what's just a character trait. I'm not good at explaining that. Like, oh, what are their hobbies? And I bring up, like, one dude hunts. And he's like, yeah, only twice it was brought up for plot. I'm like, yeah, you don't need to bring it up every 30 seconds. That's annoying as piss. I don't give a shit enough about to hear that. Oh. Like, on the trail, like, I'll be hunted, by the way. Just so you know, low-key. It's like, I assume he's doing that. He's a dude who lived out in the mountains for, like what, 20 years? I'm gonna assume the dude hunts, alright? Like, he doesn't even need to bring up, like, when I first met him, he was hunting. Legit, the fact he's been out in the wild for, like, 10 years or whatever, I'm gonna assume the man hunts, alright? Where I found him and how he was acting, I'm gonna assume he does that. It's like in The Walking Dead, like, you see Daryl out there in the woods, and you're like, I don't need the show to blatantly tell me he's hunting. I don't need a character to go, oh, you've been hunting for a year? I'm gonna assume he's been hunting, okay? He's been out there for, like, months. I'm gonna assume he was eating. And he's like, oh, and like the second time he's like, oh, hey, why don't we go out hunting? You know, trying to do something with Eve, which, you know, they're kind of buddy. At this point, they were kind of friends. Maybe about to be something more. You never know. So like he's wanting to do something with her. It's like, hey, let's go hunting. He's like, and you know, clearly a plot, something happened. You know, he brought it up, and he's like, yeah. And the second time, plot. And like, but at the time, it wasn't just plot. It was him trying to say, like, hey, let's go do this. We need food. I want you to come out and you know, do this with me. Let's go do some stuff. So it was him and her, and then the third chick we had was a vampire. She went off to hunt on her own. So like, you know, you don't need to tell me he hunts. He hunts. I blatantly figured that one out. That one figured it out real quick, dog. One of these is mine. Alright, you two, I need to wait.
I will keep this.
Yeah, y'all keep it safe, dog. Like, it's so annoying, because he's just like, yeah, it's bad. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's not bad. Like, I'm bad at explaining, and he's like, oh man, okay, what are their hobbies? And like I said, like, I brought up hunting. He's like, oh yeah, only for plot. I'm like, you only needed to tell me once, and I got it. He hunts. That's something he does. He probably enjoys it. I don't fucking know. He uses a bow. He has 2 bows. One for hunting, dog. I assume the man likes to hunt. So no, actually, he's wrong. I know more about his thing than he does. Because there's 3 times it's brought up. When he gives one witch his hunting bow so she can enchant it when we finish a job. So that's 3 times, and like he's like, oh man, I kind of want to give it up. So I'm like, oh yeah, he actually enjoys. So he likes bows, you know, clearly, but he doesn't want to give his hunting bow. All he enjoys. So I can play up with it. Bad characters, my ass. $20, like he won't even watch this, but like if he did, he'd just be like, oh man, but they're like, and he wouldn't always be more. He's like, oh yeah, explain why they're good. At this point, I'm like, you explain why they're fucking bad. Hey, what's up, Doc? But what? Like...
Oh, someone new to play with. What good luck I have lately.
I don't believe you.
Gee, I don't know. What's he like? And he's new here too. Oh boy, he's your daddy, huh? I had no idea. That makes this even more fun. Let's play. I knew you would.
Sure, why not, dog?
It's a really simple... You can?
Hey man, the drunken baller must kill. Like, you know, it just annoys me, because if he's just not going to do it, then I just want him to say, yeah, it's over now.
Hey there, little lady. My boy, Timmy? Good. We're a close-knit family.
Hey, what's up?
Hi there, I'm Timmy. What? No, not my mommy and daddy, no.
I did a good thing today. It's like, oh man, you lost karma. Gave you all but how easy it is to get good karma back.
Yay, I knew you.
Perhaps not the most inventive approach, but persuasion can be quite powerful. Well done. And for winning the game. An interesting choice. Certainly. Simply put, you leave when I say so. An excellent question. Timmy, the Rockwells are the picture of a happy marriage. Change that.
If you can do that, I'll have a.
Alright. But, yeah, so, it annoys me because you just constantly, oh, it's bad. It's not. It's not bad. It's not bad. You watch this, it's not bad.
Good day to you.
Pissing me off, man.
It's that Martha Simpson, isn't it? I knew it.
But yeah, but anyway, back to Manga Sensei. That annoys me because, like, okay, brother's a writer, right? Brother writes.
How did it come to this?
Like, so he writes, his sister draws, and they don't know about it. Like, alright, so clearly he does this for money, and he's trying to, like, support them more, and she doesn't come out of her room in the series because her mom died, and so she kind of shut herself off from the world.
I am pleased to see I'm not the. If you wish for more, then so be it. But let's raise. But do be creative about.
But, you know, like, so I'm like, alright, so what you could have done to make this good, right? So she's messed up, and he's trying to find ways to get her out of her room, and, like, trying to find a way to connect with her, and she wants to, right? She wants to connect with him, but she just can't. Like, mentally, she's just.
Hello, sweetie. How are you? Well, of course it is.
Is this even your house? I don't think this is her house. Because I remember her house having a chandelier. But yeah. So like, you could have had him just be a writer who's trying to do all this, and his sister's like, finally, like, I see how much he's doing for me, right? So I'm gonna draw, not tell him because, you know, she's damn closed off from the world, and she does that for him, you know.
Well, hi there.
Is this even her? Let me double check this is even her house. Simpson residence. So that's not her house because her name is Henderson. Is Henderson? Henderson. So, like, you could have basically had about like her slowly coming to like respect her brother and try to like do all this stuff for him. Oh. Mistakes! But, But yeah, so like you could have done that. That would have been pretty good. They just that'd be about those two, so like actually bonding, not dating, not that. No, no.
You don't belong here. It's not real. None of. You're the only one who can. It's in the. It's the only terminal to the.
But so like. Like you could have done that. Have it be about them two bonding, but nah, man. Just all the 12-year-olds, dog. They want to get with them.
Well, hi there.
Let's keep her in the house. Just make sure she don't go nowhere.
Good day to you. Well, let me just.
I'm just gonna disable that and back up. I don't give a tip, game. But so it could have been all right. It could have been, but they were like, nah, man,
Appliances
12-year-olds.
certainly can be dangerous.
You are most resourceful. And now, we come to... Your enthusiasm is in... Now, you... Behind the abandoned house. I thought you might find it amusing. The residents have all heard... Go forth!
Go forth, Osman. Well, let me kind of know if I should stop Operation Darkness, because I'm not going to be enjoying myself. And, you know, if I'm not enjoying myself, I don't think you guys will be enjoying yourselves. So, you know, that's... You know, if we're not having fun, well, what's the point, right? But, yeah. Yeah, then, like, the other anime I was like, alright, so you know how you do, like, someone wanting to date a guy older than that? Like a younger girl wanting to date somebody and not being garbage, like Aramari Sensei? You do it by the main guy literally doesn't want to date her, and she has a crush on him, and it's logically explained in their universe why she has a crush on him. It's a crush. Like, in the show, Girls Stop, I'm Your Father, the main guy adopts them when their parents die. And so he starts raising them, and one of the girls has a crush on him because when they were younger, he gave off kind of, you know, he was in his teenage years, so he's I wouldn't say really angsty, but you kind of like that, you know, like he was a bit like quieter, and so at one point she messed up something and he was helping her, and she thought he was like really cool or whatnot, and he was like, oh hey. Oh, hey, player. She just thought he was a real cool dude. So, you know, he's so she has a crush on him, but he likes this one girl that's in college with him. Got big breasts too, you know. So he's a real winner. He's a winner, this one. And it's just, yeah. Like, that's how you do it right, because, like, legit, she starts to understand that, and, like, you know, understand that he doesn't look at her like that. He views all three of those girls as his daughters. And the youngest girl, like, the littlest girl, sweetest goddamn thing you've ever fucking seen. Like, she is adorable. So, that's how you... It was something that's low-key, doesn't take up too much time, and, like, the story isn't forced to be around, like, oh, yeah, 12-year-olds wanna bang. You know, I think she's, like, 14 or 15, but, yeah, that's not the point.
Whatever it was, I guess it's gone now.
We don't play games in my hood. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop Operation Darkness. I know it kind of sucks, but plus not many people were really watching it. I wasn't having too much fun in it, so I might just start up on Uncharted, you know. It's just, you know, I'm not gonna be enjoying myself, and I don't want to, you know, just sit there and be like, and just go, hey, let's play this, even though I really don't wanna. Damn right. I'm gonna definitely finish Fallout though. I'm enjoying Fallout. When my recording decides not to kill itself, I'm enjoying myself. United Nations disband, because we don't need that. That's for babies.
Most enjoyable. Most enjoyable.
I had a distinct impression. You enjoyed? Now, you ask for the means to leave Tranquility.
You are, of course.
Man, I was drunk and I was just happy to work some people out for free. Freedom! Hey, my commander's still here. Yeah, make sure you tell them to wait. If you don't, they will walk off. Like, they'll leave and you'll have to, like, go pick them back up again.
You've saved me. Oh, it's so... Well, I didn't expect Dr. Braun to be alive and insane. I needed information about... I did indeed. Braun's work. It's not entirely stable, but I'm sure that...
I like how most of the games are just about fighting Gex, but this one doesn't really do a good job of explaining the Gex. Because the Gex is supposed to be like... I think it's Garden of Eden creation kit, if I remember correctly.
I can't do this on my own. The facility hasn't been used in years. There'll be enough work for a good number of people. The sooner I get to Rivet City, the sooner Madison...
Alright.
Yes, what about you? Why as much as I appreciate your help. You were supposed to... But I suppose it's too late to go back now. Well then, you'll just...
You know,
Really? Coming all this way after me, I'd have thought you'd want to help. I'm going back to Rivet City. Meet me there if you... That's good to hear.
You know, it's kind of annoying that they're like, oh man, why'd you leave the vault? And I can't legitimately go, cause the Overseer wanted to kill me! Like, legit, he was trying to murder me! Come on, boy.
RL3 is ready for an...
Let's get going. But, so... And there's also this other game, like, a dragon girl looks up at the sky. I was having fun with that when it was father-daughter, and then she grows up, and, like, I don't know what the other options are, because, like, how you raise her changes her personality, and I think changes the story, or changes certain events slightly. But I was like, if there's one to where you can still keep the father-daughter relationship, then, like, it's still kind of annoying that this happens, but I'm like, alright, I guess I guess I'll let it go, but, like, it annoyed me so much, man, because, like, the game's like, basically, she grows up, and, you know, she kind of looks about as old as you now, as your main guy, and she's still calling you daddy, which, weird, you could have just asked, like, so he's like, hey, just call me your big brother, and then she just treats him like her big brother after, like, a day. I'm like, wow, alright, sure, that's how it works. You say so. Also, about the vampires, I was meaning to get the blood thing, should have brought it up with them, I accidentally killed all of them, made everyone at the Arfu hate me too, so both of those towns are dead now. We don't worry about this. But anyway, back to so I was like, you could just ask her to call you dad. Should, like, daddy, you know, that sounds weird, that sounds sexually charged, but dad? Like, just having someone, hey dad, you know, they'll just be like, Nick looks young, but player, Nah, fam. Yeah. You know, we'll talk more about this in another video. Maybe I'll do one more Operation Darkness, explain over there why I'm not continuing it. I just don't want to do it, man. I want to do something on the Xbox One so it'll be much easier, but anyway, that'll be all for now. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I know it was probably a bit shorter, but you know, what can you do? But I'll see y'all next time.